Talk about something that I know many of us have felt. Maybe you expected them to step in, help out, or just be there for you and your kids. But instead, they are quote unquote distant, or they are not as hands-on as you hoped. I know this can feel heavy. I have heard many moms talk about this scenario. And while I am not going to share anyone's personal story, let me say this. I've heard many moms share their frustration with this exact situation. Maybe it's a grandparent who's physically there, but emotionally or practically not as present as you'd hoped. Or maybe you've had experiences where you felt like they weren't really engaging with your kids in the way that you felt right to you. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Big part of that pain you're feeling isn't just about their lack of involvement. It's about what's going on inside your own brain. You see, if you grew up with grandparents who were involved, who showed up for you and your parents, who gave you love and attention, your brain mapped that experience. Your brain learned that this is how things are supposed to be. This is how grandparents are supposed to act. But now, your reality does not match what your brain mapped out. Your reality does not match that expectation that you have. And because of that, your brain starts telling you there's a problem here, this isn't right, we need to fix it, what's going on here. And that's not totally normal for anybody who has a human brain. That is totally normal. That is just how our brains work. Our brains are always on the lookout for patterns. And when things do not align with what we believe, our brains send up red flags to alert us that something or things are off. But here is the thing. Our brains will also find evidence for whatever it is that we believe in. So if you believe that your parents should be more involved than they are, your brain will go out to hunt evidence to prove that, to prove what you believe in. Your brain will focus on every little thing that isn't working, every moment that proves they are not stepping up to the plate the way that you wish they would. The problem is, this focus is on the negative. This focus brings up the negative things, which makes it harder to see what actually is working, to see what actually your parents, this little thing that your parents are doing, because you are too focused on what they are doing, you are not even seeing these simple things that they may be doing, because your brain is so fixated on finding the proof of what is missing.